Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome to Unit Lost. I'm Stylosa and this is Grey Goo. This is an RTS game from Petroglyph. Now if you don't know who Petroglyph are, they are a company that was set up after Westwood Studios was finally shut down by EA, which was a sad day indeed because Westwood obviously made, in my opinion, the best RTS games. Dune, Command & Conquer, Red Alert and all of that, and Red Alert 2, Tiberian Sun. They made the best RTS games. I love them games when I grew up as a kid. I used to play them to death. I mean, hell, we're called Unit Lost because of Unit Lost in Command & Conquer games. You know, Unit Lost, Unit Lost. So, yeah, this game, I like it, guys. I like it. So, it's a traditional RTS game. In the sense of, like, kind of in the style of StarCraft and your Command & Conquer and stuff like that. And that's what I like. And, well, I guess let's look at the game. You know, I'm just kind of scoffing over it like I'm some sort of idiot. Like, oh, God, yeah. It is a good game, though. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into single player, but I'm not going to show you the single player story because I don't want to spoil anything. But it's very cheesy. It's very kind of Westwoody with a lot of cutscenes, although they are 3D rendered cutscenes. They're not like actors or anything, which I think is fine, especially considering the quality of some of the animation on the models is pretty good. But I'm going to go into single player. Oh, and also just another point: this menu screen is really laggy. I don't know why. I think this hologram, for some reason, is a massive resource hog because I've got like 20 FPS, which is really bad. But when you get into the game runs at like, for me, it runs at like over 120 FPS. So, and obviously you can confirm that if you watch the video at 60 FPS on YouTube. So what I'm going to do is go in for a skirmish. Now, I could show all of the factions off, but I don't think I'm going to do that because that would be a very long video. Instead, I'm going to play as my favourite faction, the Goo, ladies and gentlemen, because they are so wildly different than the other factions. It is mad. And in fact, every faction is different. Let's just pick a map before I start blabbing about it. Yeah, let's go on this map. That's fine. Okay. No, I want free for all. Epic units available, yes, and I shall play as the Goo. And we'll put the enemy as the human. So I'm going to give a really quick kind of overview of what these factions are. But as I say, I'm only going to show the Goo, and we'll play against the humans. So Beta, they are like the alien faction, okay? They're very low-tech, but they are very, very expansionist based, okay? So they can expand all over the map with like little outposts, and they've got a fairly decent defensive system, but it's not the best. But their whole kind of base centers around these power hubs, which you place down and you can attach buildings to. But you can place them anyway. There's no like build sort of restriction, like it has to be near your HQ or anything like that. The human are like massively technologically advanced. Their buildings can teleport around the map, which is pretty mad. But they have to have power, okay? The central human nexus building, the core, is a power plant, and you have to build power lines out from the building and then attach buildings to the power lines. So that's kind of their restriction, but they are very high tech, and as I say, they're very defensive focused as well. They've got a load of different defensive turrets, and you can like teleport them to areas of the base that are being attacked. It's great. Goo though, I'm not even going to attempt to explain Goo because I'll just show you how Goo play because Goo is stupid. So we'll play against the human normal AI because I don't want to get trashed, because I'm going to do my best to try and explain what's happening. Because Goo are really strange and weird. Although, I've got to be honest as well. This game has come out of nowhere, in my opinion. Like, I've not followed it. I haven't been sitting there following all the development or anything. I knew it was coming out, but beyond that, yeah, whatever. We got sent a couple of PR keys, so game companies send us keys, hoping that we check the game out. I loaded it up, and yeah, it's been the best game I've played all year. So let's do it. Ready. So this is the Goo. That is the mother Goo. We need to put the mother Goo onto a resource thing because she needs to feed, ladies and gentlemen. And this is a unit I've got, which I'm just going to send on a mission to go and find out what's going on. I'm also going to turn this on as well because I want to see the where the resources are on the map because, well, mother Goo needs to feed, you know? Yeah. So you can see this bar, okay, which is filling up. That's how well mother Goo is fed, and it is basically a ball of nanobots or something. I don't know, it's crazy. But you can spawn different things, so you can morph a small protean, morph a large protean, morph another mother Goo, or you can do research, or morph the proto purger, which is like the super epic unit. We can't get that for a while, but hopefully we can get it during this game. Now you notice as well, these things can turn into different units. So Drovers, Striders, Radiant, and Tempest for that. Dweller, Destructor, Crescent, and Bastion. And Mother Goo is sort of like the building. But as you've noticed, guys, that's it. We don't get any. You don't get any structures as Goo. That's the enemy as well. So let's morph a small Protean. There we go. We can attack with this, and they actually. Well, this detects stealth, and they do various other things as well. I think it's got a corrosive aura around it, so if something comes near it, it'll take damage. Mother Goo is very good at destroying buildings and stuff. But yeah, the thing is we can turn this into stuff because we've got options. So we could go for some Drovers, really basic unit, kind of got a shotgun style attack, good in swarms. Strider, which is just like your basic anti-armor unit. A Radiant, which is a scout unit, but can also see into the bushes, like this. So I'll show you this. You see I've got vision in this now. You can actually go into these and hide and set up ambushes, but because this unit can see into the bushes, it kind of negates that. But it's combat-wise, it only does 6 damage. It's not very powerful in combat. It's like, it's a scout unit. Let's get another small Protean, and let's get some of the Drovers. Because we need a little bit of defense. Can you see how this is going, guys? It's such a funky idea for a faction this is. I think it's great. So, I think next I'll save up for a Mother Goo. Because that's the second most expensive thing. So we need like 2 tiers of thingy. And we can stick her over there. We've also not found the enemy, have we? I think she should be down here somewhere. Okay. Let's group these guys up just in case. Madness. Well, I mean, if you guys have been following me on Twitter, when I first got hold of this, I put a few tweets out and I was like, it kind of is difficult. And it was, but I've since gone through the campaign and I've played quite a few skirmishes, so I sort of know what I'm doing in some degree. So yeah, I should be okay. This green bar as well is over the catalyst pools. Now this is the resources. Now each faction uses the same resource, but if you see the green bar, that's how much is available. When it gets down to 0, or the bar goes to nothing, it's depleted. But it does replenish itself. So there are like essentially unlimited resources. So battles could go on forever, but it is very much like a macro-focused RTS game. It is not a, in a sense of StarCraft, where it's micro-focused. So it's a lot of micromanagement. This is just about sending waves of units into the enemy. And sort of having a better overall composition than that. But if we look at the human base, okay, you can kind of see the power lines coming off. That's the core. And there's the power lines. They've got 2 factories, so they're going to be pumping out units. That's a resource thing, and that's the extractor. So, yeah. But we've got 2 bases now. We've got 2 Goos. Mother Goo and Mother Goo. Which we can use in an offensive capacity if we like. I mean, hell, we could move our base down here to one of the big pools and just sit on the pool. And just rush them somehow. But I want to show you the units, so I'm going to do that. I think I might get... I think I might get another Mother Goo. We're nearly there for this one. And we'll move her down here. See, because the Goos have to sit onto the geezers, I think, to be effective. I don't think they can just sit all in the pond. Whereas the other factions could have, like, quite a few... resource things. I might be wrong, but I think that's the way. Okay, so let's move that down there, and let's also move this Mother Goo down. We'll set the rally point there. We'll get another small Protean. And like I said, we could leave this a small Protean if we like, because it does detect stealth. So if they were coming at us with stealth units, that's our stealth detector. Although I think maybe this does as well. No, it doesn't. The Radiant doesn't. But I'm going to turn it into Strider because we need a little bit of firepower. But yeah, we could like hide in the bush there. See, we've all gone green, kind of. Sort of pushing each other out of the way. Potentially set up an ambush if they come past. Alright, so let's check what we've got goo-wise. So I think we should save up for some large stuff. Let's send another scout down and see what's going on. Well, I think actually we may be able to have... Yeah, that's going up. Okay. Alright, so it is tempted to get another small Protean out, but we'll wait for the large one, which means we need to wait for another bar. Now, obviously, these are higher tier units, so if you compare it to Supreme Commander, the small Proteans And also, that sounds like Cabal from Tiberian Sun, or Cabal, whatever you want to call it. But look, we're about to get attacked. This could be dodgy for us. So, let's pretend it's going to be dodgy. Let's spawn a load of these. We're a very reactionary-based faction. But also, well, there's only a couple of units. But look, we can send Mother Goo in. That's a tier 2 tank as well. Look, Mother Goo just rolling over him. Oh, baby. And you'll notice that Mother Goo kind of absorbed it. That's because it totally did just absorb it and heal itself. Oh, shit. What is that? Ah, large protean. Oh, baby. Look at the size of that. Now, look, this does damage. 12 damage. Does more damage than Mother Goo. We could use that if we wanted to, but we're not going to. We're going to spawn some destructors. Yes. I'm going to eat that little guy. Oh, baby. No, we need to expand more. Else we won't have enough in the way of resources to keep up with the enemy, because the enemy will start spamming units out. In fact, you know, maybe I could show you the different factions. Maybe I could. Maybe I will. I don't know. No, I'll just keep it... I don't know. No, I'll just keep it at Goo. It'd be a surprise, ladies and gentlemen. I like this. I like this game. I like it a lot. So, oh, yeah, also you can tell as well. Like, look at the size of that. You can see that this is gorged. We want another Mother Goo. Oh, yeah. Now, I don't think she will feed. No, yeah, she's not feeding. They need to be on the sprite. So, well, let's move down here. Let's change some of the rally points down to there, there, and there, and there. And then let's get a... We could get another Mother Goo. Maybe we should, actually. Yeah. That's... Yeah, okay. We'll get it from the first one, because we'll get two down and bottom down there. Beautiful. We'll wait for large proteans, because we want a powerful army. Okay. But yes, going back to my point about different tiers of units. The other factions are different. Like they need to build like tech buildings. For us, it's just about waiting for time with the Goo. Longer we wait, we can spawn better units. But of course, that means we don't have units out on the field, which could be bad for us. So yeah, look, we spawned another large protean, which I think I might turn to these bastion things, which are, well, you can see they're heavy wall units that block line of sight and fire, and they taunt. They are, I like them. They look massive as well. Mad. Okay. Okay, that is Mother Goo, so I want you to go there, and I want your rally point there. Awesome, and I want you to turn into bastions. There we go. Look at the size of him. He looks crazy. Oh, it looks like Mother Goo sort of ate that. Holy shit. You know what I think I'll do, actually? I think I might make videos on the other factions, potentially. I definitely need to play Kiri at this. Might be unfair, because I've played it for loads, like, but, yeah. Let's get some crescents. Now, these are artillery units. They've got a massive range. Well, in fact, you can see they've just attacked there. It leaves like a corrosive aura when it hits the ground. But it, interestingly, can be shot down with AA fire. We should be able to see the taunt in action. Yeah, see the taunt? I mean, this has got a lot of health. And quite a bit of armor, 3 armor, so... A powerful tactic indeed. Let's mix up some units. It's always important to mix as well. Like, if you just go for higher tier units all the time, you might not have enough, like, buffer units, I guess. Oh, Christ. What is that? I think that's a... well, it's a Lancer, but it's an anti-structure vehicle. And that's artillery. That's from the human base. Now, the friggin' human base. Well, it's over here. But I think the artillery has got a long range anyway. They just need sight. Somewhat like... well, you can see our artillery there. Although that's an artillery unit. But they're base artillery. Holy shit. Alright, let's, let's get a load of drovers. But, I could theoretically leave that in the bush and just wait to see what is sent at me. And then adapt. Really like this game, guys. Really like it. Okay, I'm going to go for this. This is the epic unit, right? Now, I don't think I can move it. No. So this Mother Goo has turned into the Proto-Purger. But not yet, look, because it's slowly building. It's at 2,060 health, and when the bar gets to full, it'll be ready. But what we can do is feed it Mother Goos to make it build faster. So, if I spawn a Mother Goo and feed it the Mother Goo, watch it build faster. You see, jumped up a bit. So, I think we'll just go into Mother Goo production.
Unit under attack.
Because we've definitely got an army which is powerful enough to deal with whatever they throw at us. Although we're probably going to get hit with artillery, which could be bad. See, the artillery is pretty powerful. We'll just move back a bit. Okay, look at all these Mother Goos. Feed! Feast, my Proto-Purger. Oh, yeah. But, I mean, yeah, you want to talk about... The game looks nice, I think it looks nice. All the models look unique for all the factions, and the maps look nice. You can zoom out to a nice degree, which I like. The UI is nice as well, especially with the... you can't see it so much with this, because we have the bar at the bottom, but the other factions, this whole section of the UI collapses away when you're not activating construction buildings and stuff. So, like, I select this, see how this pops up? Obviously, if I deselect it, it goes. So you can see more of the map. I like that. Okay, let's get some more Mother Goos down. Okay. Coming along quite nicely. The epic units as well, guys, they are game-ending units. They're like so powerful, they will just kill everything. I suppose the Proto-Purger is probably the least impressive of the lot, because it's just a big goo ball that sort of fires an underground attack, which doesn't look that impressive, I don't think, but it does a load of like AoE damage. Whereas the beta guys have got a nuclear, well, it's called the Hand of Rook. It's like a mobile factory. So think of Fat Boy from Supreme Commander, but it fires a nuclear warhead. It does a massive damage. Oh yeah, also the goo guys can climb up mountains and stuff because they just glue. They just roll. Whereas the humans, their epic unit is the Alpha. It's a big mech which fires a massive laser beam. Again, think, what was it called? You know what? I can't remember what it's called. Somebody tell me in the comments. But it was oh my god, the big robot from Supreme Commander that fired like the big beam out of its head. I really can't remember what that was called, but it's the same as that, really. It does have a shield which absorbs damage and fires it back, so a little bit different, but not wildly different. I think we're getting pretty close. That's why I've sort of built some of the units there, because we are kind of dropping in number, I guess, but we're okay if the AI keeps sending one unit at a time at us. I think this might actually heal our units as well. I'm not sure though. Oh, I think we can feed it. Oh yeah, we can feed it any type of goo. Okay, so not just Mother Goos. Well, yeah, fuck it. Let's just feed it everything. Feed. Oh yeah. No, fucking feed yourself to it, Mother Goo. Yeah. Alright, nearly there. Make sure that's actually on the thing. That'd probably be a good idea. Let's get a backup plan just in case it goes to shit. I mean, he's got a lot of force there, but the Proto-Purge will kill all of that in one hit. Oh, baby. Look, he looks so... Look at this little fella. Ah! My God. Come on. 50 to go, 50 to go. Oh, baby. Not too clever just standing there. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this is the Proto-Purger. Like I said, it's just a massive ball of goo. But it is insanely powerful and will just kill everything. So we're just going to send it in on its own and see what it does. I mean, it may die, but I don't think it will. I mean, we'll send the rest of the army just to make sure. But come on, chaps, out of the way. The Purger has arrived. In fact, there you go. Look, you can see its attack radius there. So, it does have a cooldown. But it does that. Which I don't think looks that impressive. But you can see its attack is already refreshed. But you do have to keep ordering it to attack. That's what I've noticed with this. Like, it won't just endlessly attack. So, let's say attack list there. I mean, a lot of damage has just been done there to all those units. I think it swallows units as well. Yeah. It just swallows everything. See it do a little tickle. No, but there is like no way of stopping this unless they've got their epic unit out or their like max population, which obviously they're not. So we'll just send everything in. In fact, I think we can just roll over the buildings with the Proto-Purger guy. Hello. And that really does sound like Cabal, don't it? Oh, what's that? Oh! Well, they've almost lost their core. I mean, I've took quite a lot of damage there, though, off the artillery sentinels and stuff. But we've took out the power conduits, so it wasn't working, but it is now. But we'll just take them out again. In fact, blow the turret up. Oh, Lord. Well, there goes the base. I mean, you'll see the base is kind of trying to rebuild itself, but once we destroy, I think you have to destroy the refineries and the factories, the game's over. I mean, we've won anyway. If this was multiplayer, it would be GG. In fact, you know what? Let's just say it's GG. 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 We surrender. Yeah. Lies. We won, clearly. Yeah. But, you know, I'm looking forward to getting stuck into the multiplayer myself. So again, you get all the stats, you get the summary, what units were built, structures were built, what tech. We didn't actually get any tech, so I should have probably showed that off. I always forget about the tech. But the way the research works is like you can have one upgrade per sort of type of unit. So for like your, let's say your tanky units, you could maybe give them better range or whatever. It's different depending on the faction, so I am being a bit vague, but... So yeah, I mean, what I'm looking forward to is, I don't know whether it's active yet. I mean, if it is... It will be with people who have got early access. Yeah, so nobody. So I'm looking forward to this. As soon as the game goes out, I think it goes live on the 23rd. So if you're watching this video, the day it went live, that's tomorrow. I want to play some multiplayer games. I think it's great, guys. It feels really polished, and it feels like something that I could play. And it's sort of... Yeah, I think it's good, guys. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. I am sort of fanboying it up a bit because this is like one of my favourite genres. I love RTS games, and I especially like it when it's Command and Conquer-esque, and you know what what better than from Petroglyph, the guys who, you know, some of the guys there actually did work on Command & Conquer. So, you know, yeah, I'll leave it at that, guys. I've been Stylosa. This is Unit Lost, and this has been Grey Goo, and we've just had a look at the Grey Goo faction, and good lord, I'm enjoying it. I'll catch you next time, people. Toodaloo.